guys, amazing back with another video. I mean, like two videos in one day. Like, who am I? Anyway, so like we are in quarantine, so I've been binging a lot, and I thought like it would be really cool to talk about some of the shows that I know y'all are watching. So starting with the internet's fave right now, Tiger King. So don't forget to like, comment below, because I feel like we need to have this conversation. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm talking to you. And let's get into this video. So Tiger King is a story of Joe Exotic, who's like infamous for owning one of the many privatized zoos in America. But he's like this almost like unbelievable, larger than life personality. Like he's a character, like for real, for real. And it's like this story entailed so much. Like it entailed polygamy, murder for hire, possible cult activity, scamming of politics, like so much. Like I was literally watching the series and I was just like, yo, this cannot be real. Like, how is this a real person? Like that guy who was filming his would-be reality show, I was like, yes, like he is reality TV gold. But we're gonna get into my 5 takeaways from watching Tiger King because I had thoughts. I had thoughts. Okay, thought number one. Teeth are so important. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, granted, I'm someone who's like super paranoid about her teeth. Like, I've had nightmares of like waking up and my teeth are all on my pillow. Like, it's a weird fear I have, right? So I'm telling you, when Joe's first I guess his ex husband came on the screen, I think his name was John. We're gonna call him John Finley. When he came on the screen, yup, bruh, I was just like, whew. Like I know like in certain areas like dental hygiene it may not be as important, but it's like yo, your whole like it's all gone. Like ain't nothing there. Like and for you to be on TV, I was like, yo, y'all really had this man on TV with no teeth. Like as the series went on, it's like you learned that like yeah, he was doing drugs, he was doing meth, and that concentrates in your teeth. Damn, I promise you, saw him, was like, pause, and I ordered a clip. Like them toothbrushes thing? I ordered one because I was like, I'm not playing no games. Whew, teeth are important, people. Like, damn. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Also about John. I hope his name's John. This is Joe's ex-husband. Okay. Yo, like, so he had the property of Joe Exotic tattoo like right above his crotch, and I'm like, first of all, stupid to get that tattoo. Like, obviously, you like tattoos. That was a dumb tattoo, probably the dumbest one you have. And then and then you find out he's not even gay. So it's like, you did this with the drugs. Oh, I felt so bad. And then he goes to have covered, and then the even uglier bull tattoo he gets doesn't even fully cover the property of Joe Exotic tattoo. So I'm just like, yo, the thinking, like, is it there? Is it there? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But anyway, that was takeaway number one. Teeth are important. Okay. Takeaway number two is okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to help me understand this. Weren't Joe Exotic and Carole Baskin doing the same thing? Like okay, like I guess they were like on different sides of the animal rights issue where Joe was like, no, like I had the right to own these cats and y'all can't take them away from me. And Carole Baskin was like, oh no, like owning cats is legal or whatever, whatever. And I'm gonna take them away from you. But it was just like it felt like essentially they were the same thing because Joe had the cats in the cages and the kind of like not so well conditions, and then her as a cat sanctuary had them in what seemed to be those same conditions. Like they were in those cages and it wasn't that great either. And I felt like didn't she have more money like because of her murdered ex-husband Don? Like he had money, so wouldn't that have allowed them to make a better cat sanctuary? Like, I mean, I know nothing about this, but I feel like shouldn't a cat sanctuary be better than what Carol's was? Like for a comment below, like if like they I felt like they were doing the same thing. Like they were keeping cats in cage. Like I get it. I get it. I get it. You cannot put these cats back in the wild. But we're not talking about sending them back to like India where like couldn't you create like a space for them to like, chill out? They don't gotta be in the cages, like in actual zoos or some I don't know. I just felt like y'all both had cats in cages. Y'all both wrong. Carole, I guess she was trying to do good out of it, but it still felt like you was using these cats for promotion because you wanted to be famous. And Joe definitely wanted to be famous. I just felt like, I couldn't, for real, I couldn't differentiate between their two cat situations aside from them being on different sides of the issue. So yeah, comment below what y'all thought about that. What is the difference between her cat sanctuary and Joe's zoo? Like, I don't understand it. Why are we not investigating Doc Antle? Like, after seeing what we saw on this TV screen, y'all put Joe away. Jeff Lowe should be next, but that's a whole other thing. Why are we not investigating Doc Antle? Like, y'all heard that girl's story about how, oh, she was an intern and like they changed your name. They wanted me to get a boob job. Like, so in order to get ahead, apparently like they had to like sleep with him. And it's like, these were like, I don't think they were underage, but they had to be like maybe just turning like 18. And how he like preferred virgins. It's like this just all seems like very like predatory behavior. Like it's like these girls are coming there under the premise of like, oh, I'm gonna be with the animals, I'm gonna learn more about the animals. But it's like Doc Antle was essentially like building his own personal like harem. And then for sure to be like how like, oh, she was living on the farm with the roaches, like eating roach bread, like girl, like what? I feel like why are we not investigating this man? And also, I want to know like, was there like legit paperwork for? Because I think she was like an intern, so I was like, yo, did you like fill out like an intern application? Like, I think she said that there was like a website or something. I should probably have done more research, but I was just like, whoa, this is like real predatory behavior. And she was somehow like he's very controlling, like because again, like he changed their names, he dictated what they wore. I don't know if they could even leave. It just felt like really like culty. Like okay, like maybe a cult is extreme, but like he was definitely like plotting. And again, like they were so young. And you can even see with Joe Exotic, because again, like I think he said like Doc Antle was his mentor. And then you see how he dealt with John and Travis. Like we're talking John, his ex-husband here, the one with the property Joe Exotic had to. Because he met them when they were like 19 and then married them. And I think he's like 34 years older than them. Like Joe old. So I'm just like, yo, like they were preying on these young kids. And then this also raised the question, because, okay, again, comment below your thoughts. So off rip when I watched, I was like, this is hella sus. But then I was like, okay, like at least for Joe, he said that like, oh, his workers are people that had nowhere to go, they had no place to live. So it's like, of course, if you have no place to live or whatever, you're gonna put yourself in a situation because you don't know a better situation. So I was thinking that like, okay, like if I'm a female, I don't got nowhere to go, I don't got no family or whatever. And this man is like, oh, here's a job, here's a place to stay because they have their own houses. So I was like, I mean, is it that bad? But then I was like, oh no, because again, it was predatory behavior because they're young kids. And that whole like, oh, if you gotta sleep with me to get ahead, it was like, why are we not investigating Doc Antle? Because seems like very like something's going on over there. Yeah, like we only know about that one lady that they interviewed who got out, like her account, like her dad actually dropped her off there, which is like Did he not like pre the situation? I mean, I'm not a parent or nothing, but I feel like you can tell when something's a little off. Whatever. But again, like she had somebody that she could have gone to. So I'm like, yo, like, do y'all not have phones? Do y'all not got internet access? Cause if I was eating roach bread, like I would have called, been like, hey yo, dad, I'm gonna need you to pick me up or something. Something. Cause it's hard for me to wrap around the fact that like speaking specifically for the woman who actually got out, like, why don't you call your dad? I mean, or maybe that did happen because again, she's not there anymore. But even with her getting like the boob job just to get rest, it's like, wow, that went really far before you decided to leave. So I'm very curious since like that whole thing, like, do they not have family? Do they not have anyone they could call to be like, yo, pick me up? Can they call the cops? Like, I just I just feel like somebody needs to investigate Doc Antle. Like, are those women okay? Like, they look happy on screen, but are they okay for real? For real? For real. So yeah, I'm just yeah. Comment below your thoughts on that situation because I had to play that back because I'm like, this seems so like sketch, so sketch. Number 4. Why is Jeff Lowe not in jail? Why? Like, he's the ultimate scammer. He scammed Joe out of his zoo. He scammed Tim in that other zoo they were trying to build in Vegas. Like, for him to be so involved in the whole Joe getting arrested thing, it's like, why was he not jailed too? Because wasn't he Joe's link to everyone? Like, isn't he the person who said he was gonna connect Joe to the the manager of the zoo or something who was supposed to gonna kill Carole Baskin? It's like Jeff was so mixy and like everything. Like, why if Joe got arrested? Like, why was Jeff not arrested also? Because he's the one who provided Joe Exotic with these resources to carry out this murder for hire plan. Like, how is Jeff not in jail? Or why wasn't even Jeff even a contender on the case, the people versus Joe Exotic deal? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, how is Jeff able to get away scot free? Cause didn't the informant guy contact Jeff and be like, oh, you know something or something? I don't know. I'm just very confused. Like, if I'm missing something, like, put that in the comment section below. Like, why isn't Jeff in jail? Like, why wasn't he brought to court, brought up on charges at all? Because I feel like he definitely could have been charged with like accessory or as an accomplice or something. Because he gave Joe Exotic the guy, right? Yes, that could be another part I'm missing. Like, was it all to set Joe up? Well, yes, I know he was setting Joe up, but I mean, like, as far as with the criminal informant, like, did he, what, like, was he working with the criminal informant and then went to Joe? Like, oh yeah, I had the guy who could do it. Like, is that what happened? Let me know. Put that in the comment section below because I'm a little confused on that because I feel like Jeff Lowe should be under the jail with Joe as well. Just saying. Okay, my last takeaway was that like Joe Exotic impacted so many people's lives, whether it was good or bad. Like with his workers, who you give them a plate. Oh shoot, damn. Oh, sorry, I just ripped my whole nail joint off. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Joe. So Joe, like, he helped his workers by giving them a place to stay, even though that they were eating expired Walmart meat. Do not buy your meat from Walmart, please. If this teaches you anything, this teaches you to not buy your meat from Walmart. Um, anyway, yeah, so you give him a place to stay, but he also like hurt so many people too. Like that one guy who's like recording him for his show, and then it is very probable that Joe Exotic did like set them alligators in his studio on fire, and that was like a big chunk of his work, that reality TV guy. Like that was a big chunk of his work that he's never gonna get back. Like, money he's never gonna get back, time he's never gonna get back. So it's like, damn. And for me, the person who like got impacted the worst, I mean, aside from the trauma that happened to John, the ex-husband, and Travis, being preyed on essentially by Joe because they're 19, being drugged up, being lying that they're gay, like that trauma that they got impacted in therapy. Well, rest in peace, Travis. But the guy who I feel like got it the worst is that campaign manager, who actually was in the office when Travis shot himself. Like, oh my gosh, did y'all see his reaction? Oh, like he moved for like a good 2 minutes. And can you imagine? I can't even. First of all, the anxiety you have to feel if this guy's going around just pointing guns at you all the time. That anxiety. And now on top of that, you see that guy shoot himself in the head. That guy is never going to be the same ever, ever, ever again. Whew. I can't even imagine. He's just there like, yo, I'm just trying to do my job and we gonna do this. Like, oh God, I felt so bad. Absolutely. And now I actually have a question because as he was telling what happened in the office, he said that Travis had pointed the gun at him, and that he said that like, yo, I told you don't point the guns at me. He was like, oh, it's a Ruger or something like that. Like, it doesn't even have to clip in it or something. So it was like, was he lying to the campaign manager about it not having a clip? Or did he really not know that it had a bullet? Like, I'm very confused. Like, did he mean to kill himself, or was it just an accident because he was trying to prove that, oh, I could have shot you anyway? Like, I'm very confused on that fact. So definitely put that in the comment section below as well. But yeah, those were really like the main thoughts I had on this weird weird series. Like, what, like, what be going on in Middle America? Like, damn. Like, y'all should definitely stop breeding tigers. I mean, we know you won't because it's paying out good money and capitalism rules over everything, right? But yeah, like, stop breeding these tigers. Tigers belong in the wild, not in the cage in your backyard. Pay your workers a fair, equitable rate. Like, okay, ooh, this goes back to my point about like, wasn't Joe Exotic and Carole doing the same thing? Because Joe wasn't paying them workers nothing, and then he was paying them below minimum wage, and then Carole, they were volunteers, so she was pocketing all that money from her sponsorships, everything, getting free labor. Like, it just like we know Joe was wrong, but I definitely side-eyed Carole because like something about her not too like all together. Yeah, but again, put that in the comment section below. Yeah, that's it for this Tiger King thoughts and review, whatever. Yeah, this was fun. I definitely enjoyed watching the series. I'm thinking about talking about Self-Made next. So definitely comment below if you think I should do that. Because I definitely have thoughts on that. I actually bought the book. I'm probably going to make the review on the Netflix miniseries before I read the book, just because like I already watched it. So, but yeah, don't forget to like, comment below your thoughts as well, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.